So Jamf Parent has recently had a really nice update, and you'll see it straight away if you've seen Jamf Parent before in the UI. So now you can see the image of your child. Obviously that comes across from Jamf in terms of how the student is set up within Jamf. So that image will obviously represent the child. Gives you information about the device name, which iPad generation it is, and even the battery, level for that device. But more importantly, the UI is now supporting parents a little bit more with how they can interact with the application. So you'll see straight away, front and center, the ability to control websites, restrictions, and apps. This is the same as has been before, but just a little bit better in terms of the layout on the screen of how parents can utilize these tools. So starting straight away with websites, you can see here, you can either allow certain websites and create a list of allowed websites, or you can create a list of blocked websites, depending on how you want to organize that for your child. Now, the way this works is you simply just build that list. So just adding in those websites, tapping apply, or build a list for you on the page, and same for block. So you just choose whether you want those to be allowed or blocked. Under restrictions, same thing, add any restrictions you want. You'll see on here which types of restrictions, whether you just want to turn messaging off, Safari off, etc. What is it that you're actually trying to make sure from a device level is going to be turned off on the device. Again, you just tap on the ones you want to choose and tap apply, and that will apply that to the device. Final one on here then to look at in terms of the new UI is the allowed apps. Again, which apps do you want to have on the device and how long do you want them to be on the device for? So in this case, let's just say we want Safari, Maps, Notes, Camera, just because they're the top 4 on here. I'll set this just for a minute. We tap apply on that. You see from the parent side, we get that timer counting down. We get the list of applications that have been allowed on the student device, and then on the student device you'll see that those applications have been restricted down to just those applications that I want the child to have access to. At any point you can add additional or you can simply remove those and it will turn that device back to its full mode. So again, you get that opportunity to be quite granular in terms of how you use it. Now, we've always advised parents to sort of suggest utilizing the tools from a automated point of view. So you'll see down the bottom here, we still have device rules. We've talked about this in different videos. You can create a device rule in terms of a custom rule, which can just be set to say, in this example, let's say you can use notes, photos, what else should we say in here that's going to be useful for this example? Let's say the calculator, files, and then maybe something like Keynote. Tap next, and we'll say this is going to be a homework rule. Tap save, and now I've just got that as one rule. So now at this point I can just tap on homework, set that this is going to be, again I'll just do it for 1 minute, but you can see how long you can set it for. Tap start. This is going to send over that restriction to the child's device, so parents don't have to go through each application each time to do those things. They can just choose this and set that as one single homework rule that will set on the child's device and just cause that to just have access to 2 apps for homework. So again, creating those device rules really nice and simple. The other thing that we've added in as well is the ability to be able to easily change between the children you might have. So if you've got multiple children, they can be from different schools, etc. Tapping in the top left corner now gives me the option to be able to add additional children, or if I've already added them, choose between those children. So I can easily move now across to Daryl here and have access to all of those things for Daryl in terms of those setups, in terms of websites, etc. What we can also see as well from a parent's point of view is what devices are supervising my child's device. So I can choose on the 3 dots, tap supervising devices, and it will list all of the devices that are supervising your child's device. Now this is really helpful because if you notice any on here that shouldn't be on here, you can easily contact the school and ask them to have those removed, so that you make sure that that is a simple and safe setup. The child also has the same kind of access on their device. They can see within Jamf Student as to who is accessing or be able to access controls on their device. So some really nice UI updates, really nice way to focus parents on how to utilize the app, and we hope that it's going to be beneficial. Please do leave some comments if you have any thoughts about this going forward.